Hello everyone. I guess everybody is able to see me now. Uh, okay. So let's see if everyone has joined right now. Okay, so hello everyone. I guess I should wait for another 2 or 3 minutes for everybody to join in, and then we'll start the today's live stream topic. So I would like to tell you that I'm not in a very good state right now. I'm having a headache and I'm really tired from today. So I might speak a little slower today and a little less energetic, so bear with me. All right. So about 8 people in the chat. Drop me a hi if you are able to see me without any issues. All right, cool. So I think my screen is visible now. Mm, Okay. So today's topic is basically advanced CSS. So what I'm trying is that we can have a page and we'll try to build that page from scratch. So let's see if we could build the Facebook login page from scratch. So basically this is the Facebook login page. This is the Hindi version. Let's try to get the English version. All right. So this is basically the Facebook page, and I'll try to build this page from scratch using CSS, and I'll be telling you about all the CSS properties and HTML and everything using this particular uh, page. So as I said, this is gonna be a practical CSS explanation, so I'll be telling you everything about from the HTML part as well as the CSS part, and we'll try to mock this page up from scratch. So right now about 7 people are watching, I guess. All right, cool. So first we'll set up a project, and I'll just create a new desktop for it, or I'll just move it over here. Let's create terminal. I'll cd into the live stream folder, and I'll create a new directory called I don't know, what did I call it yesterday? Episode 1. Okay, I'll make a directory called episode 2. Excuse me. And I'll cd into episode 2, and basically I need two files right now. That is HTML file, I'll call it index.html, and I need another file called styles.css. Alright, and I'll just open my code editor over here. Okay, so this is my CSS file, HTML file, and this is my CSS file. I'll be telling you about stuff that how you can externally link your CSS file to the index file. So first I'll start write the basic code, and I'll just call it Facebook login. And I need to import all the styles that are present in this particular directory in this particular file to the index.html file. So for that I'll be writing a style tag, style uh, link it's style, or link it's a link tag, I guess. Yeah, type is text slash css, and I guess src is, I don't know, I haven't written this particular line in some time, so it should be styles.css. So let's just test it out if it's working. So I'll just give a body, and I'll say the background to be black right now. So to run it, I'll open it in a browser and right over here. So I guess I need to find this file. Alright, Control Shift H. Web. Where did it go? Front end? No. Again, it's not in web, it's in live stream episode 2 index.html. Okay, so that file is not working. What's the correct link to add a CSS file? Right here, href. Okay, sorry. Still not working. Okay, I did href, don't worry. I'll just do one thing. Wait. I'll have a style. I don't think I need a style tag. Just a second. I haven't written the boiler code from scratch in a while, so I'll just Google it. Obviously, CSS external. This is kind of embarrassing. Okay, so this is how it's done. I almost tried it correct. I just needed to type rel. Yeah, so it should be styles.css and it's in the same directory, so it will start from here. All right. Yeah, so it's working now. So I don't need a black body right now. I'll just do work with it right now. Anyway, so I'll open this particular page, and on assessing this page, I think it has 3 basic divisions. The first part is the top bar, the second is the body, this part, and third is basically the external links that are present here. And also there are 3 parts in this title, that is, one is the logo, one is this particular thing, one is this password field, one login button. The second div has 2 parts, the left part and the right part. Right part is basically a form and the bottom part is just random text. So I think I'll first start by creating 3 divisions. So I'll have a division, I'll call it top bar. For right now, I'll give it a class of top bar, and I'll have 2 main division. One will be the body, I'll call it the main body. Don't use body again and again because body is already being used here. And another should be called a footer. Maybe we can change it later. All right. And also these 3 main divisions are done, and I need to have an internal division for the main body here. So I need 2 divisions over here. So I'll just create 2 more divisions. Class, I'll call it the left division, and I'll call it the right division. And for the top bar also, I need to have a left division and a right division, and the right division is gonna have 3 things. So I'll just create a left division and right division again. I'll simply copy these because that's the same thing that I want right now. And for footer, I won't worry about it right now. All right. Another thing that I need to do right now, for the left division of the top bar, I need to have a div which will hold the logo. You can use an image tag directly, but I'll be using a div here because I just find it easier to use. For the right division, I need to have a division called as let's call it inputs, and we'll have 2 inputs over here. One is the type will be text, and I'll just close it. Oh no, wait. Input tags are basically self-contained tags. Usually you can also add text if you want. So basically this part, okay, this is separate than this, so I guess I'll use a label instead. So I'll use a label and I'll call it for, I'll call it username, and I'll call it email or phone. The name will be username, and I'll need another thing, so I'll just copy it again. Here it will be password, here it should be password again, and the type should be password. and the name should be password as well. So the basic difference between input type text and input type password here is that text will show you what you are writing, whereas password will actually hide it. Like right now it's showing some dots, so it will show dots only if I put text in the password column. Also, the title is Facebook login or sign up, so I'll simply copy that also if I can. Okay, I don't think I can copy it. I'll just write it, Facebook login and sign up. Okay, so I guess that is done, and just check out how the page looks right now. So it looks like shit. It looks like shit, so there's nothing right now going on. So I'll just do one thing. I'll make the height okay, so I have a tool which lets me pick color from the page. It's called Colorzilla, I guess. I use it a lot during development time. So this color, I'll come to the coloring part later. All right, let's get some CSS done right now. So basically what I did was I imported this styles.css sheet inside the HTML document. So what this line of code enables me to do is that I can have all my styles, all the formatting and all the coloring and the good parts of the code inside this particular file, and it will automatically be linked to all the classes that are present here inside the main web page. So let's take a break for a second and see if I have any questions right now. Okay, so I have a question which is Flexbox कब तक हो पाएगा? So I'm gonna use a Flexbox in this particular example only because I have to make an alignment that is a left to right alignment for this particular area, and also in this particular area. So I'll be using a Flexbox only for this. So just stay tuned, and I guess it will be coming. I guess it is coming right now. So let's just first create the separation. So this is some pixels tall, this has some height, and this also has some height. So for right now I'll be focusing right till here. I won't be making it scrollable, just this part. All right, so first of all I'll just make the heights of this particular of the particular classes, that is the top bar, main body, and the footer. So I'll create 3 classes. One will be the top bar, and another will be main body, and another will be footer. So I guess I'll make the height of this to say, I don't know, about, this is how much, 10% of the total height. So I'll make it 10 VH. So what VH here right now means is viewport height. There are two things. I can make a width of 100 viewport width and a height of 10 viewport height. So the difference between using pixels here and using viewport height over here is that right now the screen, the visible area, the rendered area is 100 viewport height tall and 100 viewport width wide. If I drag this particular window, even right now the window is 100 viewport width wide and 100 viewport height high. Also if I drag it down, it's still 100 viewport height tall and 100 viewport width wide. So basically what it does, it enables me to have a relative width. So this much is always 100 viewport width wide, and this is always 100 viewport height tall. So no matter what the screen size is, it always works in relative terms. No matter what the resolution of your laptop is, no matter what the resolution of your phone is, it's always going to be 100 by 100. So you can have relative margin. So if you have if you say you are at a 50 viewport width location, so it will be half of your screen always. If it's a phone, if it's a tablet, if it's a laptop, it's always be half. So it enables us to have it a little have it on the little easier side of things to actually work with. So any questions right now? Okay, no questions. So I'll make it 100 viewport height wide, viewport height high, and I'll give a background color of whatever this color is. I'll just pick it from the color from the page itself. All right, and I'll just paste it over here. So always remember to write a hash in front of any RGB value that you are given. So basically this, the first two digits are the red value, the second two are the green values, and the last two are the blue values. So it goes from 00 to FF. So here right now white part is 255 255 255, or FF FF FF, and black is 000 or 00000. So there are two ways of writing any code, color code. So I'll prefer it this way right now. So if I see it here, so you can see there's a top bar which is approximately the same height that I need, but as you can see there are some portions that are cut off over here. So what I can do to fix it is basically I need to set the padding and margin of the body. So this body tag without any dot over here is just the whole body tag, this particular body tag, and I'll just give padding, and I'll explain what padding is and margin is in a moment. So I give a padding of 0. By default the page has some padding, and by default the page has some margin. We need to fix that. So now it's stuck over here. So I guess the height should be a little more, but I'll come to that later. But before that I'll explain margin and padding. So let's see if there's a good image for this. Yeah, so this is a good enough image. So if this white part is your content, and the padding is basically content, if you have a box, how inside the content is basically let's take an example of this. You have something, some article, and you put it in a box. तो जो box के मतलब आर्टिकल अगर सेंटर में रखा है तो उसके कुछ इस साइड स्पेस बची होगी और इस साइड कुछ स्पेस बची होगी. सिमिलरली फॉर टॉप एंड बॉटम. सो बेसिकली जो इनसाइड बॉक्स के इनसाइड कितने डिस्टेंस पे प्लेस्ड है दैट कंटेंट इज द पैडिंग. यू कैन एडजस्ट इट. अगर पैडिंग बढ़ा दोगे तो ये वाला एरिया बढ़ जाएगा, दैट इज द येलो पोर्शन ओवर है. एंड बॉक्स अपने पेरेंट से कितना डिस्टेंस पे है, that basically defines the margin. So I'll give a example for this. So okay, so इसी में example देख लेते हैं. So right now there is no padding or margin in this particular box. Okay, so I'll first make the font white for this top bar. Font, sorry, not font, the properties color, and I'll make it white. So this color property basically defines what font color is gonna be inside that particular div. So it should make it white. Okay, so it's white now, and if you can see right here, it's just sticking to the edge. Now I'll give a padding of 20 pixels and I refresh it. So you can see there is a 20 pixel gap over here and over here, and also from the bottom and also from the right side. It's not visible here because the content is so small and not extending all the way towards right, but it is present. So that is padding. And if I give a margin of say 20 pixel, you'll see the outside part of that particular division gets affected. मतलब margin is affecting कितना बाहर से अंदर की तरफ है box, and padding is affecting कि box का content कितना padded है. That is how inside the content is of the box. So right now I don't need a margin, I just need this. Also you can select at what direction you want the padding. So if I want a padding from the left side of 20 pixel, I can simply write padding left 20 pixel. It will only give the padding from the left side, not top and bottom. And also you can do this, that is left, right, top and bottom. Cool. So what it will do is the same thing as this particular code block is the same as giving padding like this. Padding equals 20 pixel. So basically, if you just give the keyword padding and no particular argument after that, it will apply 20 pixels on all the sides. Otherwise, you can explicitly type all the different locations and do that. There's yet another way of doing it. If you do it like this, it can actually take 4 arguments. That is 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 0 pixel, and 0 pixel. So it can, this basically goes like this. This is basically the top, this is the left part, this is the bottom, and this is the left. Basically it goes clockwise. So you can have it in this particular way if you want. Okay, it's weird again. Yeah. So if you want a top padding of say 20 pixel, left padding of 0, bottom padding of say 2 pixel, and sorry, this should be right. No, this should be right. This should be left. Yeah. So it goes clockwise. And what are you commenting? Anyway, so this is how it goes. So this will work in this way, like this. All right. So the same thing applies for margin as well. If I give a margin like this, it's gonna take a margin like this. Top से 20, इधर से कुछ नहीं है. Basically, right and left is 0. Let's try giving a left margin of 10 pixels. So you can see इधर से भी थोड़ा सा आ गया, but it's not there. So this was basically about the margin and padding thing. Alright. So basically I have the top bar. Now I need to make the central part, and I can see it's a gradient. Basically it starts from a little gray area and goes till total white. So I'm gonna do that right now, but before that I'm gonna give it a height. So height is 10 viewport height right now, and since this is 10, I'm gonna make it about it till here. It should be 10 and 10 niche, so 20, so it should be 80 viewport height tall, and I'll give a color background of say yellow just to test things out. So yeah, you can see the background, this particular main body is stretching from this particular height to this particular height, and now I have to give it a little gradient. So I'll just pick the bottommost color from here. It should be okay, this is this color, and there's a property for background that is linear gradient, and what it does, it takes the first argument is the direction. So I'll have to have a 90-degree gradient. The second direction is the first color, and the third argument, I guess, starting from this side and getting white from here. So let's just fix it. It's 90-degree right now, so 90 should be 0-degree. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it's working right now. यहाँ पे हमारा ग्रे स्टार्ट होता है एंड यहाँ पे हमारा वाइट है. सो दिस हैज़ गुड इनफ कलर, एंड बेसिकली यहाँ का बॉटम पोर्शन वाज वाइट ओनली, सो आई विल जस्ट लीव इट लाइक दैट. सो इसको अभी हटा ही देते हैं जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ इट. सो वी आर गेटिंग देयर. हमारा बेसिक सेटअप हो चुका है, द कलर, बैकग्राउंड एंड एवरीथिंग. आई थिंक दिस शुड बी अ लिटिल टॉलर. लेट्स मेक इट अ लिटिल टॉलर. 10 viewport height, let's make it 12 viewport height. Alright, so this is about the background coloring of the things. अब एक हम बनाते हैं tag. Okay, let's take some questions right now. Sir will play many times, also watching will blow the terrace. Okay, I'll request you guys to not troll in the comment section, please. And please, that's all I can say. So okay, so this is an image, I think. So let's download this particular image. We just need to have an asset. Save links as. This is not an image. Okay, let's download the images required. Facebook logo, PNG. this a PNG? Yeah, it's a PNG, but it's not white, it's blue, and this is supposed to be white. Facebook logo text white.png. It might get a little long, the video, but bear with me, you're gonna have fun. So white it's not even visible. Great. Cool, this works. I'll save the image as a PNG image logo, and I'll save it in the episode 2 directory. It's where it is. It's here in the live stream folder, episode 2, and I'll create a new folder which will be called assets. You can have any name, but it's usually the convention to type assets to the images that we need. So I need a logo image, so I'll just save it. And I also need this particular image, so I'll just download it as it is. You can't save images here. What's the format world? It's a PNG image, so it's good. So basically the only difference between a PNG image and a JPG image is that PNG का background white होता है, white as in transparent होता है, but JPG cannot have transparent background. Technically speaking, PNG में alpha channel होता है, but JPG में alpha channel नहीं होता है. Hence, it's all opaque in JPG, but it can have some kind of transparency in PNG. That's why PNG is preferred. Alright, cool. So we have the images that we want. Also, we need this particular fav icon image, so I'll just download a fav icon image also. Save image as FB logo, I'll call it fav icon. Okay, and these are all conventions. Fav icon bolo, kuch bhi bolo, it's totally up to you. And we'll just put it at the end. Cool. So सबसे पहले हमें यहाँ पे एक image लगानी है, but before that, as you can see, the whole things, if this is the total width of the browser, the whole thing is a little in the middle of it. So we'll just need to create a container for it, and I'll make a container, and the width will be, let's say 80 viewport width, and the margin will be auto. So why I am doing an auto margin is because of this reason. I'll just show you. Background, I'll make it a yellow background, and I'll just remove the auto margin from here right now. And for the right input, okay, left division, right division, I'll take the inputs, I'll just make a new div here, and I'll call it container, and I'll just comment this for the time being. Yeah, okay, it's not visible. Did I make the width right? Container width 80 vh. This class right division. Okay, I need to have it above everything else. Just wait for a second. I'll have this again. Wait. Left division, right division. I'll just cut this right now, and I'll create a div class container, and I'll put some random text in it right now. Yeah. So as you can see, this container, the width of this container is fine. Actually, I don't need the things to extend towards to totally from this edge to this edge, but I wanted to have something in the middle. So I created a container which is 80% of the width of the whole web page, and now I just want to center it. So how do I center it? How do I calculate how much pixels is there? The one thing I can do कि मुझे पता है मेरा div is of 80 viewport width. So अगर मैं इधर 10 viewport width रखता हूँ और इधर 10 viewport width रखता हूँ, so it will be in the center. But what if it's not a exact number? What if it needs to be changed? So for that, I'll be using this margin auto property, and what this margin auto property will do is that it will center the division on its own. So I don't need to worry about how much pixel यहाँ पे बचा है और how much pixel यहाँ पे बचे हैं. It should center it, and I need this container to extend all the way for this particular div. So I'll just make the height of this to be 100% of the parent's height. So it will basically create this container in between the top bar and in the center, right? so I don't need the yellow color anymore right now, and I don't need this text also. So I have an invisible container over here, and inside that invisible container I need to have two columns. One will be for the logo and another will be for the form. So how do we do that? So let's first create two divisions, right, like this, a left division and a right division, and I'll just show what happens if I simply leave it like that. If I have a ABCD over here and I write EFGH over here, so you can see these both are coming one after the another vertically, but I need them horizontally. So how can I do that? So for that there is something called a Flexbox, and Flexbox, what Flexbox enables me to do is basically take the content that is stacked vertically and have it horizontally like columns. So for that I need to create the parent div as the flex, and उस flex के अंदर I need to have two divisions that's gonna act as a column. So इस container को I have to make a flex, and also this left division and this right division will be children of that particular parent. So इस container के साथ I'll add another class. I can add two or more classes to a single element in HTML using spaces. So एक तो ये container की class को inherit करेगा ही, plus it will also inherit this flexbox class. So now this is a flexbox, so I need to define that it is a flexbox. So I'll just write it here, flexbox. And to make any particular division a flexbox, I just need to write flex, display equal to flex. Now it is a flex. So if I refresh it, you can see the container. You can see the divisions are basically placed side to side. Now ABCD is tagged on the left side of the previous ABCD, and then EFGH on the right side. Alright, so also I need to do one thing. As you can see, ये बहुत ज़्यादा चिपके हुए हैं. So what I can do is I can take the left division and the right division. The left division, and I'll have a right division also. And I can do one thing. I can say flex grow to 1, and यहाँ भी flex grow to 1. So what it will do is it will make the flex, that is ये flex था, इसके children हैं, that is the left division and the right division, grow में वो enable करेगा कि दोनों children को equal spaces मिले on both the side. मतलब कि अगर मेरा पेरेंट 80 viewport width का था, so 40 इसको मिलेगा and 40 इसको मिलेगा. If there were 3 divisions, then 80 को divide by 3 करके तो 80 by 3, 80 by 3 and 80 by 3. So that's how it will work. And I refresh it. Now you can see that this particular half is contained by this ABCD and this particular half is contained by EFGH. So अब मुझे यहाँ पे logo लगाना है. So what I will do now is that there's a simple method. I'll just call the image tag src equals, I'll go in the assets directory and I'll just pick the logo.png, and I think the logo should appear right now. So it's huge AF, and I need to check the height, and I think the height was 15 VH for the top bar, so I guess it will be okay if I use it 10 viewport height, right. Okay, it's too small. I think यहाँ पे pixels में काम करना पड़ेगा, that will be better. Still too big. 70 pixels tall. Still too big. Yes, 40 pixels should work. Yeah. So I guess this is more or less the same height. Still big. 30 pixels. Yeah. So this particular logo is fixed now. Now you can see कि जो logo है वो top part पे आ रहा है and it's not covering the whole area. So इसको करने के लिए what we can do is we can have a line height property. This is a hack that I found out during my during the learning phase, and I experimented with stuff, and I found out that this might be a very good solution. So line height left division की basically कितनी same as that of the parent, which was 15 viewport height. So this should center it. Yeah. So basically line height क्या करता है कि हमारा text होता है, उस text की कुछ height होती है, and by default that text की height is equal to the line की height. So जो अगला text आएगा वो उससे चिपका हुआ आएगा. So if I increase the line height of that particular text, तो text का size तो इतना रहेगा, but the line height will be इतना, so the अगला text will come here, and अगर इसकी भी कुछ line height है तो वो भी कुछ space पे आएगी. So that's how it's gonna be. So मेरा logo आ गया यहाँ पे. Now I just need 3 input fields over here. So अब वो कैसे होगा? So let's see if I have any questions right now. Okay, so what does the 90 degree mean? So यहाँ पे linear gradient में हमने 0 डिग्री दे रखा है. So यहाँ पे डिग्रीज का बेसिकली मतलब होता है कि अगर मेरा इस कलर से स्टार्ट हो रहा है एंड इस कलर पे एंड हो रहा है, सो बेसिकली दिस इज 0 डिग्री टॉप एंड बॉटम. अगर मैं 90 डिग्री करूँगा तो इस डायरेक्शन में आ जाएगा. अगर मैं 90 से 90 के बाद क्या आता है 180 डिग्री पे करूँगा तो इस डायरेक्शन में आ जाएगा from top to bottom. and अगर मैं 270 degrees करूँगा so it will come from this side to this side. So I guess mirror image है तो this side should not be this side. Okay, it's gonna come from this side to this side since it's not a mirror image. I don't know, am I using a mirror image or am I using, okay, it's fine. I guess it's fine. Alright, so this is the angle कि हमारा अगर इस कलर से स्टार्ट हो रहा है एंड इस कलर पे एंड हो रहा है. आई कैन गो क्रेजी एंड पुट अ डीप ब्लू जस्ट टू मेक इट श्योर. सो अगर मेरा इस कलर से स्टार्ट हो रहा है एंड इस कलर पे एंड हो रहा है, सो इस पर्टिकुलर ग्रेडियंट की डायरेक्शन क्या होगी विल बी डिफाइंड बाय द डिग्रीज. ऑलराइट, कूल. सो अब यहाँ पे हम इनपुट बॉक्सेस लाते हैं, एंड इनपुट बॉक्सेस लाने के लिए सबसे पहले मेरे को EFGH हटाना पड़ेगा. एंड सबसे पहले इसकी लाइन हाइट भी फिक्स कर देते हैं. इट विल बी 15 VH. कूल. सो यहाँ पे मेरे को क्या क्या चाहिए था? आई नीडेड 3 इनपुट बॉक्सेस, 2 इनपुट बॉक्सेस एंड 1 बटन, एंड दे नीड टू बी प्लेस्ड लेफ्ट टू राइट, दैट इज इन द सेम वर्टिकल ऑर्डर. सो इसके लिए लेट्स यूज अ फ्लेक्स बॉक्स अगेन. Because it is easy to use, so I'll just make another div and I'll call it input group. And इस input group को मैं flexbox वाली class दे दूँगा, so it inherits that also. And इसके बाद I'll be needing 3 more divs, and this I can leave it unnamed because इसमें सिर्फ input आना है. First I need a label for username, and इसका लेबल होगा, just copy it from here, email और phone. And input will be, type will be text, and name will be username. And I'll just copy this again. And तीसरा नहीं चाहिए हमें, 2 ही चाहिए. It should be password, name should be password, and the type should also be password, and this email and phone should also be a password. So let's see how it shows. So as you can see ये side by side आ रहे हैं already, but क्या issue है, ये ज़्यादा इस side की तरफ नहीं आ रहे हैं. So this is more towards the left side. So I guess this particular division does not take up the whole space as of this. So इसको fix करना है. Also this is showing on the same line. I need to have. So इसके लिए तो एक simple सा hack है. We can use a break tag over here. What break tags does, it adds a new line. So this should fix this. Okay, this is too much. So यहाँ पे मैंने line height बहुत ज़्यादा कर रखी है, इस वजह से issue आ रहा है. If I remove the line height, it should come like this. But I need some kind of line height, and let's see how let's see कैसे करते हैं इसको. And I also need a login button over here. So let's have another div, and let's have a input. No, let's have a button, and I'll call it type की ज़रूरत नहीं है. I'll just call it login for now. It's gonna be a very ugly button. So it's kind of an ugly button, but it's still here. So एक एक करके काम करते हैं. I guess this is not the middle of the screen. And अच्छा, एक उसके पहले एक ट्रिक बताता हूँ. Whenever I'm designing, just a second, I need to charge my phone. It's getting exhausted. ऑल राइट, सो थोड़े टाइम के लिए क्वेश्चंस होल्ड पे रहेंगे बिकॉज फ़ोन में बैटरी बहुत ज़्यादा लो थी. एंड विदाउट क्वेश्चंस काम करते हैं. वैसे भी तुम लोग क्वेश्चंस पूछ नहीं रहे. सो अ डिबगिंग ट्रिक दैट आई लर्नड ड्यूरिंग द लर्निंग फेज इज़ दैट मैं किसी भी डिवीज़न को एक बहुत स्ट्रेंज टाइप का कलर दे देता हूँ, एंड उस कलर को यूज़ करके आई कैन एक्चुअली नो कि वो डिव का साइज़ कितना है. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई एम गोना डू राइट नाउ. सबसे पहले हम जो लेबल वाला था राइट एंड लेफ्ट डिवीज़न, इनको एक बैकग्राउंड कलर दे देंगे. गिव इट अ रेड, एंड राइट वाले को दे देते हैं बैकग्राउंड ऑफ ग्रीन. सो या, सो इतना पार्ट is covered by this logo and इतना part is covered by this form thingy. So मुझे इसकी width बढ़ानी है, और what I can do is that I can move everything that is present over here towards the right side. So I need to float it somehow. So I guess there is a property in Flexbox. So let's search it. We need Stack Overflow for anything. Flex float right. I guess this works. Okay, so I need to create yet another class for this. So input group flexbox, and इसको flex right property दे देते हैं. And just this is a good practice to make several classes and not make changes in this particular class only, because ये अगर flexbox कहीं और भी यूज़ हो रहा होगा तो उसमें भी affect होगा. So अगर मैंने flex right ले लिया and flex, what was that? Justify content space between, so I'll just need to have a justify content to right. Let's see if it works. And it didn't. So basically flex में alignment में थोड़ी सी problem आती है. Aligns flex items along the main axis of the current line of the flex container. If it's not working, justify items right. Okay, it's not working still. Will this work? Just a test. Let's see if it works. Then it's very good. Okay, so text line हुआ है, but I want everything to be aligned towards the right. So let's spend a minute and find out how it is supposed to happen. So margin left auto. Let's try this also. It's not working. There has to be a method. I know there is something going on in the comment box right now. Justify content space between. Okay, or am I doing it on the right, wrong flexbox? This should be here. Should be here. This should be here. This was content. I guess this should work right now. Justify content, right? No, still not working. So let's come to that after some time. Let's put an image here and a form over here. इसको ऐसे छोड़ देते हैं. I'll just remove the background for now. I want you all to work on this as well. अभी कोई है notes ले रहा है, so keep writing कि कौन सी property किस लिए use हो रही है, and just see कैसे build होता है आगे चल के. So now what I need to do is मुझे यहाँ पे एक image लगानी है with a text. Facebook helps you connect and share with people and this particular image, and उसके बाद यहाँ पे एक form बनाना है. So पहले यहाँ पे image लगा लेते हैं. So basically index.html के where did it go? Yeah. So यहाँ पे इसका अपना लेफ्ट डिवीजन है और इसका अपना राइट डिवीजन है. बोथ आर फ्लेक्स दैट इनहेरिटेड फ्रॉम द इनिशियल प्रॉपर्टी. एंड यहाँ पे मुझे क्या क्या चाहिए? आई नीड अ div फॉर टेक्स्ट. I'll just call it info text, and I need another division for the image. Yeah, so just copy this particular one and paste it over here. And this time I don't need the logo.png. I need, what do I need? Don't even remember the name. I need the world.png. And height should not be 30 pixel, it can be a 50 pixel tall image, I guess. And the info should be Facebook helps you connect and share with the people. Let's see, it's gonna look ugly right now. Yeah, so it's not centered. And why is it not? Because we did not use the container here. So before having the left and right division, I'm just gonna have the container class, and after this should work in the center. ठीक है, ये यहाँ पे आ गया. इसकी formatting change करनी पड़ेगी, and I need to increase the size of the image. So let's have a 200 pixel tall image. Yeah, so it's I guess exactly the same size almost. थोड़ी सी spacing का देख लेना. The Flexbox का size थोड़ा सा, container का size थोड़ा change कर लेंगे, and it's more or less looking similar. And इस text पे काम करते हैं हम. So basically text का color and some formatting with this. Let's do that. So अब info text की class उठाते हैं and styles पे आके let's have it somewhere. कहीं भी footer पे भी आए नहीं है, so इस पे काम कर लेते हैं. info text, I need to write a dot. And कुछ text property होते हैं. Basically one is the font face, font family, which defines कि मेरे को कौन सा font family use करनी है. So I guess अभी वाली ठीक थी. So let's use the same one. Font family is basically कौन सा font है. Font weight is basically मेरे को bold रखना है font या क्या रखना है, whatever I want to do. The color will be the color, and I guess in this case it's a darker version of this particular color. And this is a very cool feature of VS Code. It allows me to do this here only. And font size, let's have 12 pt. Let's check it now. Okay, kind of similar, and I think I need to make it a little bigger. So I guess 19 or 18 points to do. Yeah, it's kind of okay. एक काम और करते हैं, फ्लेक्स की width को थोड़ा सा छोटा कर देते हैं, कंटेनर की width को. Let's make it 70 viewport width. Alright, so as you can see it's currently extending this particular thing because मैंने limit कर रखी थी फ्लेक्स को जितनी जगह चाहिए. फ्लेक्स ग्रो इज 1 राइट नाउ, सो इट्स एक्सटेंडिंग उसको जितनी स्पेस चाहिए वर्सेस उसको कितनी स्पेस चाहिए. तो अगर इसको ज़्यादा चाहिए तो वो अपने आप छोटा हो जाएगा. सो आई नीड टू लिमिट दैट. सो फॉर दैट आई कैन डू इज टेक दिस पर्टिकुलर info text, and info text की क्लास के अंदर ही I'll put the width to 50% of the parent, I guess. Okay, so ये हुआ. इसको थोड़ा सा और छोटा करते हैं, 40%. and kind of share with people. share with ऊपर आ रहा है, so font का size हम 15 कर देते हैं. एंड ऑल्सो लाइन हाइट को कम कर देते हैं एंड विल जस्ट कॉल इट 15 पॉइंट ओनली, सेम एज द टेक्स्ट हाइट। एंड ये हुआ कुछ ठीक है, आई गेस इट्स फाइन। थोड़ी सी ऊपर और नीचे की तरफ पैडिंग दे देते हैं एंड इट शुड वर्क। सो आई गेस राइट डिवीजन के अंदर ही, नॉट एग्जैक्टली राइट डिवीजन, मेन बॉडी के अंदर जो राइट डिवीजन है उसको। सो व्हाट आई डिड राइट नाउ कि अभी अगर मैं यहाँ पे कुछ चेंजेस करता हूँ इस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे, तो जितने भी लेफ्ट डिवीजन प्रेजेंट है मेरे कोड में, दैट इज ऊपर वाले का लेफ्ट डिवीजन और ऊपर वाले का राइट डिवीजन, एज वेल एज नीचे वाले का लेफ्ट डिवीजन एंड राइट डिवीजन, उनमें सब में चेंजेस होंगे। बट इफ आई राइट डॉट मेन बॉडी बिफोर दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग, सो व्हाट विल हैपन इज कि मेन बॉडी के अंदर जो सा भी राइट डिवीजन की क्लास आ रही है या लेफ्ट डिवीजन की क्लास आ रही है, इट विल अफेक्ट ओनली दैट पर्टिकुलर क्लास। सो इसकी क्या करना था मुझे, इसके साथ थोड़ी सी पैडिंग देनी थी। सो आई गिव अ पैडिंग, आई नीड अ टॉप एंड बॉटम पैडिंग ऑफ से अबाउट 25 पिक्सल्स। Okay, this looks okay, or I can give a little more padding, so 35 pixels. Cool. And I need a left and bottom padding to be 0 pixel. Acha, if you give only two uh, arguments to this, this will work as the top and bottom. This is basically the top and bottom, and this is basically right and left. तो अगर एक दे रहे हैं तो इट विल अफेक्ट ऑल फोर, अगर चार दे रहे हैं तो इट विल वर्क एज टॉप, राइट, बॉटम एंड लेफ्ट, एंड अगर सिर्फ दो दे रहे हैं तो टॉप, बॉटम, लेफ्ट, राइट। सो जस्ट रिमूव इट राइट नाउ। सो अभी सिर्फ टॉप एंड बॉटम में लगी हुई है। ऑल्सो आई नीड टू हैव सम गैप बिटवीन हेयर, सो पहले तो लाइन हाइट थोड़ी सी बढ़ा देते हैं, 15 इज वेरी लेस, जस्ट मेक इट 19। सो थोड़ी सी इसके बीच में स्पेस आ गई एंड इसके बाद भी स्पेस आ गई। सो इसके बीच में भी थोड़ी सी स्पेस चाहिए क्या हमें? आई डोंट थिंक चाहिए, इट्स फाइन। या फिर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा विल राइट अ ब्रेक, ब्रेक से एक लाइन ब्रेक मिल जाएगा हमें, विल शिफ्ट अ लिटिल डाउन। ओके, सो ब्रेक की भी लाइन हाइट होती है, सो ब्रेक की लाइन हाइट को भी हम सेट कर देते हैं। ब्रेक की लाइन हाइट को हम कर देते हैं, line height should be again 15 point. Okay, it didn't work. Why? Line break. Okay, it's not working for some reasons. So let's just remove the BR tag from here right now for the time being. Anyway, so let it be for like this for now. So I guess इतना हो गया। एक बार मैं फ़ोन पे क्वेश्चंस चेक कर लेता हूँ, if there are some questions. Okay, so I have a few questions. Will you provide the code? Obviously, I'll be posting it on the GitHub repo, and you can take the code from there. Love your stream, man. It helps me a lot. Thank you so much. And shout out, please, yeah, Alpha Gamer ko shout out. I don't know who that is. Write your real name if you want. Uh, okay, let's move on. How much time since I'm streaming? कितनी देर से stream कर रहा हूँ मैं? ओके, आई गेस 1 घंटा हो गया स्ट्रीम करते हुए। ओके, सो थोड़ा सा और काम करते हैं, देन विल एंड द स्ट्रीम। इसको आगे कंटिन्यू करेंगे कल प्रॉबेबली। एंड यहाँ पे एक फॉर्म लगा देते हैं एंड इसकी फॉर्मेटिंग हम कल ही देखेंगे। एंड सो दिस इज साइन अप, इट्स ऑलवेज फ्री। उसके बाद दो चीज़ें एंड उसके बाद ये दो चीज़ें, फिर बर्थडे, सम स्टफ, अ बटन एंड सम स्टफ अगेन। सो सबसे पहले साइन अप एंड इट्स फ्री एंड इट ऑलवेज बी फ्री लगाते हैं। सो राइट डिवीजन के अंदर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई हैव अ H4 or H3 tag maybe for sign up. I'll have H6 tag I don't think it's gonna look that equal. It's free and it will always be free. I'll just copy this. Right there. And just see how it looks. Okay, यहीं पे आ रहा है for some reason. Flex is not working correct. So if this is a container and container was a flex and this is left division, okay, I did not give the flexbox property to this particular container. Cool. So अब sign up इधर आ गया and I think it's still not in the center. We'll fix that later. So इसका size छोटा है, इसका पहले size बड़ा कर देते हैं थोड़ा सा. Let's make it h1 and let's make this h3. Cool. Sign up, it's free and it will always be free. It's not exactly the same here, but for the time being, let's just have it. We'll fix it later. I just want to end the stream real quick because लोगों ने बोला 1 घंटे की video is sufficient. Okay, so I need to have the form, this, and this. So I need 3 inputs. So inputs copy कर लेते हैं. Just copy the whole thing. Just make changes in that only. Okay. So अभी के लिए क्या है हमारे पास? Email, phone, password and login. Okay. So I need to have a name, surname, mobile number and new password. So name and surname साथ साथ, mobile number and new password in the other line. So यहाँ से पहले तो break हटा लेते हैं. I'll call it name. I'll call this name and यहाँ पे एक चीज़ होती है which is called a placeholder. इस लेबल की हमें ज़रूरत नहीं है, इस लेबल की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Placeholder, and what placeholder does it, I'll just show you in a minute. Name, and what placeholder does is basically it writes the thing inside here, so you can type it and it gets overwritten here. So name, here it will come a surname. Let's delete this. I'll just copy this one. नेम, इसको नेम कर देते हैं, इसको सरनेम कर देते हैं. placeholder should be surname. What happened? This I don't need right now. Did I delete something wrong? It's not auto formatting. Okay, it did. Okay, I definitely did something wrong, otherwise it would have. Okay, this div is not being closed anywhere. So basically अभी तो ज़्यादा इशू आया नहीं, बट अगर एक div को क्लोज करना भूल जाओ so it fucks up the whole web page instantly. So name and ये हो गया. Now I need another one and this I need after a break, and this is gonna be mobile number or email and the new password. So call it mobile number and email. I'll call it new password. And I'll just save it and auto formats it this way, and I should have this right now. So यहाँ पे break नहीं लगा for some reasons. Break है यहाँ पे. Add another one. Okay, so put a break here. Okay, it's not working right now. I'm gonna fix that later in the other part of the stream. Okay, so यहाँ पे 2 text boxes आ गए हैं. Now what I need is इनको format करना है, which I'll be doing later. I need to have a date picker now, and it's not very difficult to make, but I think I'm gonna keep it on the next stream. And यहाँ पे radio buttons भी आ गए हैं, and यहाँ पे this is called basically a picker because you pick some data from the picker. This is also a picker and this is also a picker. This is a radio button field and this is a normal button. So I can have this. This is quite easy to have. So I'll have a paragraph tag and should have this. Okay, it looks ugly AF right now, and for some reason it's over here. Okay, I guess इस पूरी चीज़ को उठा के हम एक डिवीजन में रैप कर देते हैं and yeah, okay, something even bad happened. Anyway, so let's just keep it this way. Let's not have it right. Let's not have it here right now. So anyway guys, I guess stream करता हुआ 1 घंटा हो गया है and I guess I'll leave this particular stream over here. This is the first part of this Facebook mockup page, and I think I'll continue this tomorrow. Let's see if I have any questions. Only 5 people are seeing it right now. Okay, so since I have no questions, so I'll just end this stream right here, right now. And I think I'll pick this particular project from here tomorrow, and I'll continue to build this particular page. I don't think it's gonna take more than tomorrow to build this, and I hope it looks like this after tomorrow's stream. It's over, it's here for now, and I think it's gonna be like this tomorrow. I'll put some styles to this particular forms. I'm gonna put this form, put the styles to this form, and also make this bottom part and the buttons and whatnot. So thank you guys. I hope you found this stream useful and informational, and let's see you tomorrow. Bye bye.